One day I asked Spirit for help. I had to make a big decision and I had to cut some cord ties. Archangel came through for me. Within a couple of hours of asking, I'm walking on the pathway and I see ARCHM in the concrete. And I don't mean in my eye. I mean, I saw it literally with my eyes. Someone had written it in to the wet concrete and it had literally dried like that. Was this a coincidence? I don't freaking think so. Not to mention all of the feathers that arrived around that time. For days on end, feathers were coming from the sky. They were all over the ground and they were appearing in the most craziest times. Has this ever happened to you? You ask for help and help arrives in the most craziest way. So of course today I want to talk about Archangel Michael and what he's all about, why he's so powerful and how he can help you. And of course I want to hear all about your experiences because the truth is you've probably already had an encounter and had help from Archangel Michael. Before I get into today though, I want to tell you that Archangel Michael is not just one archangel. Archangel Michael is a whole collective. So if you've ever felt that protection, that strong masculine energy, if you've ever felt the cords being cut, the entities being cleared, your energies being shifted, this is from the Archangel Collective. So I just wanted you to keep that in mind because we quite often think in a linear fashion where we think the Virgin Mary is just the Virgin Mary or Mary Magdalene or, Archangel Gabriel, Raphael, Michael, whatever. We think of it in a linear sense of like one figure, but it's actually a whole collective that we get to work with. So let's dive into today's session. Have you ever felt an invisible shield protecting you maybe from another person or a situation? Have you ever heard a little whisper, maybe in your own kind of voice in your head saying, wait another minute before you actually go to the place or hop in the car to go where you're going? Have you ever been late or early when you've done nothing differently and you've literally bypassed something crazy like a slip on the road or a car accident? These are all proof that Archangel Michael has been looking after you. So he is a protector. The collective energy of Archangel Michael is a great protector. And today I want to talk to you about how this has impacted you more than you can ever imagine. In this video, we're going to talk about how Archangel Michael and the collective of this angelic being is different to others. We're also going to talk about the 3 different signs on how he is helping you. And I'm going to tell you about the story that absolutely transformed my life. It's a real deep dive story. It's very intimate and close to my heart. And I want to share this with you today that changed everything for me when I was only 23 years old. And of course, make sure you stick around because there is going to be an activation where we get to open up the portal to the Archangel Michael Collective, where you're going to be able to receive the information, cut your cord ties, and shift what does not belong to you anymore when it comes to energetics and clearing the pathway so you can move forward in your life. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little story because this, honestly, I don't think I've really told anyone about this before. So it might be quite surprising to those that know me closely. When I was 23 years old, I had to make a really big decision. I had to cut the cords to someone I really loved, someone that I thought I would marry and have children to. And the truth was, we were engaged. We had our wedding planned. We had the wedding dresses, the bridesmaid dresses, the venue, you name it. It was all right down to the invitations. But I knew something was wrong and I knew something had to change. So when I asked for a sign, when I asked for help from the angels, from my spirit guides, and I saw Arch M in the concrete, I knew I was on the right track. Feathers and 111s and 222s, especially the 111s, were literally everywhere. And it was right down to the fact of, if I see a red truck, then I know I'm on the right track. And then I'll be like, if I see another red truck, if I see another red truck, 3 red trucks drove past me. You cannot make up this stuff. It is absolutely nuts. Now, this is crazy because the thing is, I knew I was meant to marry my partner and have children with him. So I was really confused. So I needed some angelic guidance to help me. When I got that sign, I knew what I needed to do. So I went ahead and I worked with Archangel Michael to cut the cords, to release the expectations from the world of what I needed to do, and I decided to follow the guidance that was being given to me. Archangel Michael and the collective of Archangel Michael is here to protect you and love you and guide you. There is a quiet, powerful strength within his presence, and it gives you the structures to go forward, to clear the pathways so you get to choose the pathway of least resistance. At the time, it can feel a little bit uncomfortable, and today I'm really excited to share my cord cutting method that Archangel Michael showed me. He brought me YouTube videos, he brought me dreams, he brought me the synchronicities, and I felt so loved and supported. And if it wasn't for the feathers, if it wasn't for the concrete, that was crazy with his name in it, and if it wasn't for the 111s and literally giving me, being so patient with me and giving me so many signs, I would have never left the relationship, and I would have never gone off on my own adventures, found consciousness, Eckhart Tolle. I would have never ever been able to have the relationship that I do now. Because the truth is, I did marry him. I married the love of my life. I had his children. But Archangel Michael helped me to dissolve the toxicity, the trauma bond that had brought us together so we could re-find each other in the future. The 111 was a sign that Archangel Michael gave me my entire life from that moment. And from then on, I followed that path, and it brought me full circle back around to the love of my life. So I want to know, how has Archangel Michael, the collective, served you? And when have you been saved? So many people are saved. The other day, I was literally driving across the country. It's like a 5-hour straight journey, and I was running late. Honestly, I was running quite late, and I was like, why am I running late? Because I'm such an early bird. I like to be at places on time. I couldn't believe it when there was a big slip in the road. I had to swerve around the slip with my son in the car, and as soon as we swerved around, trucks came by. My son and I looked at each other and we were like, oh my goodness. If we were any earlier, we would have maybe been taken out with a slip. If we were any later, a truck may have taken us out. If I had been distracted and not focused on the road, and I literally had the words focus just before it happened. Some crazy other stuff was happening as well, but I knew I had to focus on the road. I truly believe that was protection of Archangel Michael. So maybe take a moment now. Let's take a nice deep breath together, and maybe take a moment now to really think about the close calls that you've had. Maybe it was being late and going, oh my goodness, we've seen this when it happened with 9/11 with the towers. We have seen when people have had these stories of their brakes turning on themselves. We have seen this when people have been getting energetically attacked, and then all of a sudden they feel they are free and they are expanded. Angelic intervention is always Archangel Michael when it comes to protection. So just for a moment, maybe close your eyes, tune into maybe some memories. Any memories of close calls? When have you had angelic guidance or felt like something has happened beyond your capabilities? And maybe this is beyond you. Maybe this is your children. Isn't it amazing how children fall over so many times, and the amount of close calls they have with their heads, with their bodies? I can't but help that there is angelic intervention at those times. And let's feel the gratitude as we call an Archangel Michael, the collective now, to come in and serve us today in this beautiful activation. Alrighty, you can open your eyes. We will be doing a deep dive meditation shortly, but I want to talk a little bit more about Archangel Michael and how he can help you. Courage can come in the form of having Archangel Michael and his protection, and also channeling him through when we need him. He is literally the guardian of truth and protection. Now, I don't believe in having to give ourselves up and to go into deep prayer for protection as if there's something that we need to be protected from. But what I mean from protection is being in our power. And when we are in our power, when we acknowledge that we are spirit, when we acknowledge that we are energy, we also acknowledge that we are not alone. We have a tribe of spirits and angels, ancestors, galactic beings that support us. So Archangel Michael will step in and he will support you mentally, emotionally, physically, a lot of physical protection, and that's what he is known for when it is required. He is fast and he is firm. So he is quick, right? So he is the one who is like, quick, look at the road, there is a slip. You know, he is the one who showed me the Arc M in the concrete, literally, on my walk down the street after I asked for some intervention and guidance. He will show the signs immediately. In signs, synchronicities, in dreams. I've had many dreams where the energetic cords have been cut and I've become free from toxicity or trauma bonds. He anchors courage, like I said before, in the body, in the mind, in the emotions, so you can step forward into your power, because the pathways are being opened up with his giant wings, with his power, so you can do God, the universe, your higher self, your future self's work. Okay, so this is what he does, is he comes to work for you. Now, I say he because the masculine energy is structured and powerful. And I really find that the energy of Archangel Michael is a universal energy. Like I said before, it's a collective. And, you know, I was talking to my mum about this the other day, and she was saying, ask Archangel Michael to help. And I said, Mum, myself and my community, which is more of a spiritual than religious, because she's quite religious, we use Archangel Michael all the time. And that's the thing. It's just like the Our Father, the prayer, the words, energy, thoughts, love, all of these components are literally universal. And same with the energy of Archangel Michael. The thing is, Archangel Michael, how does he look? He can look different for everybody. Now, often when I have experienced angels, I have seen angels without wings. I have seen angels that do not look like humans with wings, right? We think about fairies and pixies, and we think about angels. They all seem to be in the form of a human being with wings, and they vary in sizes. Now, what I know about the energy of the archangels is they are large beings, and they have these giant wings, and they're literally very powerful and strong, and they are here to help you on your pathways. They all have different gifts, if you will, just like we do, but the Archangel Michael energy is all about helping you instantly, and courage, and in all the ways that we've just described. So I'm curious, those close calls, or how you got away from an energy that was not good for you, I'm wondering how much intervention actually happened. Here's the thing about angels as well. They do not help unless we are willing and we ask them to help. So the moment I said, can I please have some help in these decisions and this untangling of these bonds so I know what to do, because I wasn't very clear in my mind, right? That is when I saw an instant result, because I had asked. Angels will not intervene unless you are willing for them to do so, or if you ask. Now, if something happened, like the slip in the road that my son and I had to swerve and then trucks were coming, if that happens and I wasn't like, hey, angels, like help me with a slip that's happening, because I couldn't see that coming, they will be working in with our higher self for the greater good of us. So they've still asked permission. They only intervene if they need to, because it wasn't the plan for me to literally get taken out from that truck or from that slip. Interesting enough, just before that happened, about 15 minutes before that happened, I felt a real urge to hold onto the steering wheel and to keep my eyes on the road firmly. I also had a very strong feeling about my son, a feeling about him living to be older. Like it was nearly like a flashing vision that went through, and that's the thing that kept me holding onto the steering wheel. Straight after the event, I was kind of blown away because I realized that I had had Archangel Michael intervene. Okay, so have you got a thought in mind? Has something miraculous happened to you? And was Archangel Michael a help with you? Comment below, let me know. I really want to know what's coming up for you. What is the things that have landed for you so far? Do that now, and then we're going to get into our beautiful meditation where I'm going to teach you exactly what I did that changed my path forever and actually brought me to the love of my life. So I'm living my dream life. Okay. This is kind of crazy because we never ever know exactly how things are going to work out. But when we come from trust and we work with Archangel Michael, we can fully know that it's working out for us in all the best ways possible. We're going to get into the meditation now. So I invite you to find a space and a place where you can be relaxed and undisturbed. If you are driving, stop the car, put your seat back, or you can pause this and come back to this later. And also you can do this meditation activation as many times as you desire. And I actually invite you to go through this process daily, whether you're doing it in the meditation or doing it yourself. Okay, find somewhere nice and comfortable. You can sit up with your back straight, and I really invite you to have some support holding your back. Or you can lie down with your whole spine nice and straight, so our meridians and our chakras are nice and lined up, because this activation is going to have a little bit of light language in it as well. So it's a full body healing activation and a clearing. Are we ready? I invite you to close your eyes down now. Take a nice deep breath in, filling up your belly. Hold your breath and breathe down and out your mouth, coming into deep relaxation. Again, in your own time, breathing in, filling up your belly. Hold your breath at the top, third eye gaze. And breathing out your mouth long and slow, bringing yourself down into relaxation. One more time in your own time and space, breathing in deeply through your nose, filling up your belly. Holding at the top, third eye gaze. Relax that jaw, relax that belly, relax those hips. And breathing down and out, slowly dropping those barriers down, 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 regulating your breath. Coming back to a regulated breath. This could be a breathing in for 4 and breathing out for 4. And I invite you to circulate this by using nose breathing, passive breath. So we breathe in and breathe out in our very own rhythm. That's it. Dropping your barriers down, down, down. Beautiful. And we're going to come into the heart space. So I invite you to take a nice, cool breath through your nose. Choose a color. See the light filling up your whole vessel full of light. And as you're breathing out, filling up that body completely, of light, of love, of relaxation. Beautiful. And on your next exhale, I invite you to bring that color, bring that light, bring that love and relaxation into your aura. We want to fill up your entire aura full of light, love, relaxation. There is nowhere you need to be other than here. Leave your to-do list, leave your ego, leave all of the thoughts at the door. You can pick them up later if you so choose to. Okay, we're going to drop those barriers down, and what that means is you're just going to drop it down all walls, anyone or anything that you've carried. Even if you feel like you're carrying the weight of the world or responsibility, just take it off and let yourself fully relax deeper and deeper and deeper. Relaxing the top of your head all the way down to your toes. Doing a body scan now with a little bit of holy Reiki fire coming through now, if you so wish to receive it. Burning away any of the old energies, allowing you to be receptive to the activation. So today you can connect into Archangel Michael. Feeling the vibration. Feeling the ground underneath your body as you fully let the ground support your vessel. Noticing your breath. And I want you to imagine a beam of deep indigo light moving from the sky down through your crown. Visualizing this indigo light coming down through your crown and through the central column of your body. Down through the spine, down through the legs, into the ground. This indigo light is that of Archangel Michael Collective. And now the light is into the earth. It is covering the entire earth, through the earth, around the earth, lighting up the earth underneath you. Indigo. And now visualizing the gift of the earth, the light of the earth. Gaia Sophia coming up in energy through the soles of your feet. The earth energy is working its way up your legs, up through your torso, up through your neck, down your shoulders and arms, right down to your fingertips, and up through your head and out the top. We now have an indigo light and a white light, or a light color of your choice, swirling around. This looks like the infinity. It looks like the DNA. This is healing and activating your human vessel, every molecule, every cell, every hair, every inch, every part of your human, from the bones to the blood, to the tendons and the fascia, is enriched in the color of indigo and the earth energy of white light, nurturing your entire vessel. Visualizing your crown open and the mini chakras under your feet open, so you can be more receptive, and your heart opening from the front and the back, noticing your front body and your back body, noticing the bright colored aura that you are in. That's it, connecting to the light body. The holy Reiki fire is lighting up your vessel, lighting up your aura, lighting you up, lighting you up, lighting you up. We must be a high frequency of light to connect into the archangels. we must raise our vibration to come into our 5D self, our interdimensional being, coming into our inner matrix of self, of spirit, and of soul, to transcend beyond the human body, noticing what you notice. Noticing nothing, noticing everything. There is no judgment in this space. And now, before we call in Archangel Michael, I'm going to invite you to come into your heart space and feel gratitude. What are you grateful for today? Maybe it is the sunshine. Maybe it is this moment of rest. Maybe something big and beautiful has happened. Maybe you are grateful for your family or an animal. Find something or someone to feel grateful for and feel them in your heart center. Feel the warmth within your heart and feel the spreading through the body and through the aura. And now I invite you to expand this gratitude, this warmth, this light, this magic through the room, through the house or the building you're in, through the town, the suburb, the city, the country. Expand through the world, around the world, and out to the cosmos. It is safe to expand. It is safe to expand. Calling in Archangel Michael to show himself to you now. Archangel Michael, I invite your presence into my heart, into my soul, into my body. Archangel Michael Collective, protect me, guide me, align me, show me the truth. Noticing what you're noticing. There's no emergency. Please remember, you might receive in a couple of days, a couple of hours, a couple of moments. Just notice what you're noticing now in this space of presence. You may feel warmth, pressure, stillness. You may see wings, colors, numbers, or visions. You can't get this wrong. Archangel Michael, show me your presence. Give me a sign so I know that you are around in my everyday life. Just for the next few moments, just be with yourself, be with your energy, and be with the Archangel Michael Collective. And I'm going to start to gently bring you back into your body. Gently landing back into your 3D reality. Staying expanded. Bringing the attention to behind your eyelids. Noticing what you see. Noticing what you can taste in your mouth. Noticing what you can smell. And noticing what you can hear beyond my voice, including my voice. I invite you to start to bring some movement, some wriggling of your fingers or toes, or maybe you bring yourself over to a side position if you're lying down, rolling over to one side in a fetus position. Maybe stretch out like a cat. Gently bringing yourself completely fully back into your body, and when you're ready, blinking your eyes open and finding something blue in the room or yellow. Welcome back. How did you go? What did you notice? Let me know. Drop down into the comments and let me know your experience. I love to read the experiences that you're having. We've got one more activation. This activation is the game changer. So I want to share this with you because something I want you to do. I invite you to do every single day. Before I do that, I want to let you know that the next video in this series is going to be how to connect to spirit and communicate within 3 minutes. It's going to be so next level. And if this stuff floats your boat, if this is interesting to you like it is to me, we have got Magnificent Mediumship certification, which is my absolute favorite and signature program. It is a thing, it is my baby that I pour all my energy into. So if you want to go deeper, or you're sitting in the energy of, wow, like, can I go deeper? How do I do this? How do I help others, including myself? Come and check out MM. The link is below. But let's get into this last activation that is a game changer for you, okay? So, I literally was taught this from Archangel Michael, and I've seen it everywhere since. I teach this in Magnificent Mediumship along with many other tools and processes for our spiritual evolution. So I want to share this with you today. I also use this with one of my friends. She is a nurse, and many years ago she was having so many problems at work. She was like getting bullied and from her high up there manager, and she just didn't know what to do. So I said, try out this and see what happens. Her life literally changed. The manager, I think, ended up like quitting and was being nice to her, and all these crazy things happened, and she swore by this tool I'm going to share with you. It's called cutting off the cord ties. You may have already heard about it, and I love that Archangel Michael brought this through to me, and I've used it every day since. Okay, so think about somebody that maybe you have a little bit of discomfort with, or maybe triggers you, or maybe you like swear that this person can read your thoughts and you can read theirs, okay? If you don't have someone like that in your life, that's okay. You can do this with anybody, because cutting of the cord ties actually needs to be for everyone. There is no one we need to be energetically attached to, because we are energy, including our children, our partners, our friends, our parents, our siblings. Anyone in our life we do not need to be attached to, okay? Kind of crazy, I know, but I've been doing this for a very long time, since my children were babies. For this experiment, if you do have somebody that's triggering you, annoying you, a co-worker, even a partner, if you're getting triggered, this is a game changer. Okay, you can close your eyes for this, or you can keep them open. It's really good to do it the first time with your eyes closed, so you can get the feeling, so you're not getting over like censored with seeing everything, you know, so you can really focus. But I do it all day, every day, like whenever I'm ready to do it with my eyes open. Okay, So either or, let's go. Are you ready? Are you ready to cut the cord ties? Visualizing a cord going from your heart to somebody that's triggering you, or maybe a partner, maybe a friend, maybe a co-worker. Find someone in your mind's eye now and visualize them in front of you. So this is a really good place to close your eyes if you want to. Visualize this person in front of you, and a cord is coming from your heart to their heart. And now we're going to call in Archangel Michael because we've activated working with him quickly, right? Archangel Michael, help me cut the cords. I want you to visualize a huge sword, like a golden or a white or whatever color you want, light sword, or a giant pair of scissors. And this is what my nurse friend used. She used the scissors. And cut the cord now. Visualize the cord being cut. So your cord is spiraling in front of you. Theirs has gone back to them, and you bring that cord into your heart space. Put your hand on your heart and seal it in. This is your energy. We no longer need to have that reception. Because if we want to dive into that person, whether it's a lover or a friend or a co-worker or whatever, a child, we can go tune in, tap in at any time because we are energy. Alrighty, you can open your eyes. This is just one little process that I do that is a game changer. Now, you can do this with spirit that has passed. I have done this with one of my friends. She was constantly receiving information from her brother in spirit, and she was feeling all these feels. So I got her to cut the cord tie to her brother. I've done this with homes, situations, like it is next level. And with my friend who was a nurse, she literally could not believe the instant shift in the manager's behavior. And then she ended up getting the manager's job. Like literally it changed her life. This also changed my life as well, so I could cut the cord ties to a relationship that was not serving me, so I could choose greater, create different pathways, create more abundance, magnificence, and coming from a space of love. When we're afraid of letting go, when we want to hold on to all of these connections and these ties, it's usually because we have worked so hard to get where we're at, and we have the fear of losing. But when you work with Archangel Michael, when you cut your cord ties daily, and like I said, you can do this for all the people in your reality, you will find you have more space. Your channel is cleaner, you are clearer, and your mind is sharper. So Archangel Michael is here to help you in all the ways. He will 10x, he will 100x your power just by co-creating with him. And he will always do it for the highest good of you. Okay, so we are going to go into 3-minute connections with spirit in the next video, so go and check that out. I'm so excited. If you have loved this video, make sure you hit the bell, subscribe so you don't miss a beat with the videos that are coming and the videos that we have here on this channel. And if you feel like someone who has relationship or a struggle with anything from addiction to mindset to entities that is having a bit of a hard time, this video is a game changer. So even if it's somebody who's in their spiritual development and they just want to clear the pathway and they desire to expand and make a difference in the world, feel free to send them this video because it might be the thing that is the game changer for them. I want to thank you for showing up today. You have co-created this with me, believe it or not, because time isn't real. And without you, I wouldn't be able to feel this energy and bring this magic to you. So I want to say thank you to you. I also want to say thank you to the angels, the ancestors, the guides of the highest frequencies, the true white light, the highest vibrations, for the highest good of all, for being here with you today. Thank you to the teams. Thank you to our higher selves. Thank you to the earth for having us. We close all portals that need to be closed. Bringing your hands to your heart in a prayer position, bowing down to your very own heart and the teachers that came before us. Thank you for being here today, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.